Welcome back to another episode of Eat with Dunks, and today we made zesty honey garlic salmon and mashed potatoes. This is some of the best honey garlic salmon you'll ever have. Let's give it a try. Oh, yeah, look at that. Fantastic. Keep watching and I'll show you just how to make it. But before we go any further, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, the like button, and share this with a friend who loves to eat salmon. All right, let's get into it. So this is all the ingredients you're gonna need to make this delicious, zesty honey garlic salmon and mashed potatoes. Of course, you need the salmon, 3 to 4 potatoes, an onion, red and green bell peppers, 1 Scotch bonnet pepper, scallion, and about 10 to 12 cloves of garlic, some broccoli, some lemon slices, ketchup, soy sauce, honey, and orange juice. Oh yeah, and maybe a bottle of wine or beer, something like that. You will also need the spices on the screen here, but the fish seasoning is optional. Now let's get it. I'm gonna deskin the salmon by using this hot water trick here. Be careful, it's hot, but look how easily the skin comes off. Works like magic. Alright, so we're gonna make some slices here and pat the salmon dry. I'm gonna pour some olive oil all over the salmon before adding our spices. Now add 1 tablespoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper, a tablespoon of fish seasoning, or Old Bay works too, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, a tablespoon of paprika, and a tablespoon of allspice. We're just gonna pat in our seasoning now. Just make sure you get it good and try to cover the whole thing. I'm gonna cook it a little and crisp it in the air fryer for a minute. Make sure they're spaced evenly, then leave it for about 4 to 5 minutes before turning. Now let's peel our potatoes. You know, growing up, before I ever had a potato peeler, we had to use a knife to peel the skin off the potato. And I would peel so much of the potato off along with the skin. But thanks to this little device here, I can now peel the potato while saving most of the potato. Alright, let's wash the potatoes and cut them off. We're just gonna cut the potatoes into medium chunks here. Not too small because you don't want the potatoes to just dissolve when boiling. Alright, we're just gonna leave the potatoes here to cook a while. Let's check on our salmon. Ooh, listen to the sizzle. Look at how beautiful they look. We're gonna turn each piece here and let them crisp a little longer for another 4 to 5 minutes. In the meantime, let's get our veggies ready. Starting with our red bell pepper, we're gonna cut these into small chunks. We're gonna chop some scallions. And also cut up about a half an onion into small chunks. But you want to have some chopped onions separately that will go in your mashed potato. I don't know, but I like making my mashed potato with chopped onions. Alright, we're going to chop up our Scotch bonnet pepper and get our garlic cloves ready. Now for our honey garlic sauce. Add some butter to your pan or skillet. Then we're going to add our chopped Scotch bonnet peppers along with our garlic to the butter. Add about 1 cup of orange juice, about 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, and about 4 tablespoons of honey. Add your lemon slices, give it a stir, and just leave it to simmer for about 3 minutes. We're going to add some Italian herbs and thyme leaves to your sauce. Some rosemary leaves, add a tablespoon of allspice, a tablespoon and a half of ginger powder, a tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning, and black pepper. We're going to add one of my favorite beers, some Yingling, to the mix here. You can add your favorite beer or white wine if you prefer. Add some parsley flakes and about a tablespoon of ketchup. Just stir it a bit and leave it to simmer for about 3 minutes. Now let's wash our broccoli, and I'm going to use some water and baking soda here. We're going to clean up the broccoli a bit, then add it to our sauce. Look how tasty that looks. Money. We're going to add our veggies and stir it up a bit, then leave them in the broccoli to steam for a minute. In the meantime, let's mash our potatoes. We're gonna add some butter to the potato. I like using coconut milk in my mashed potato. I'm adding about a half cup here. Now we're gonna add our chopped onion and scallion, about a teaspoon of black pepper, and some minced garlic. Oh yeah, I know this is about to be busted. Now let's just mash it all in. I'm using a potato masher here, or I think that's what this thing is called. I don't know, but that's what I'm calling it. I just know it gets the job done. Now that our sauce is ready, we're gonna just add our salmon and let them soak in the sauce for a couple minutes. We're just gonna coat the salmon slices with some of the sauce here and leave it to simmer for a couple minutes. Look at that. So delicious. I mean, money. Let's go ahead and make a plate here. If this looks delicious to you, do me a favor. Stop for a second and hit that like button. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. This is where we make simple, creative meals that you can make on your own for yourself or your family. I mean, look at that. Ooh. Hey, I know I just asked for one favor, but do me another. Share this video with a friend or family member who you think would enjoy this recipe. Also, when you try this recipe yourself, let me know how it turned out. Until then, see you next week with a new recipe where you'll be eating with dunks. Peace.